Hey guys, welcome to another Dawn of War Soulstorm video. Today we'll be watching a best of 3 played between elamaunt and Blasphemer, also known as Maniac. HG Maniac. So let's get started. The matchup is Orks against Chaos. This best of 3 was played on the Spring Cup. It's one of the first matches from that tournament. I think I will choose more games from that cup and will record more. I will see how much time I'll have for this. And I do not know how actively these players were playing lately. They were very good when they were active, at least. Not sure now, so we'll see. On the left hand side, elamaunt with Orks. The games were played a few months ago, somewhere in April, I believe. Elamaunt went for 2 slugger boys, shooter boys, I guess. His standard opening with economy boom. We'll see in this game. On the right side, Blasphemer. So, Blasphemer only with 2 cultists, I see. 2 cultists on this map. That's an interesting choice. A risky one, I would say. Because there's plenty of strategic points, you will need a bit more cappers, I think. Chaos Marines and Chaos Lord. Chaos Marines will decap this, very good. For Blasphemer. Seems like he will get this point. He wants to build a turret, so it will focus this listening post. But it gets cancelled. Because this post was already built. No, Maniac still wants to build it. He just cancelled it because it was within the reach of this point. The decap was done here by the Chaos Marines. Chaos Lord is out, Big Mac is out. Well, actually 2 cultists is a risky choice, but it worked this time. Blasphemer gets the map very nicely. 1 cultist squad gets the points inside the base, and another one got the points from the outer map. Seems like 1 slugger boy squad got killed, that's right. And now the Gretchens get focused, they might die as well. Now they've got the infiltration. But Chaos Lord can place a snare in his item, I'm not sure how it's called. I wanted to say snare trap, but that's on Tau Commander. It's a tainted O-specs, something like that, from the Chaos Lord, which reveals the infiltrated units. And that item is also infiltrated when placed on the ground. Good stuff. Nice aggression here from Maniac. He does not want to give Orc an easy time at the beginning. In the early game, Chaos feels good if he is going aggressively into the Orcs. Otherwise, he runs the risk of losing his heretics and cultists. If Orc will be aggressive and not Chaos, it will be much worse. That's why Blasphemer got in here, I believe. He cancelled the capture of this relic as well. Very nicely done so far by Chaos. But it's not a big problem for Orc. 92 to 10 economy against 85 to 10. Orc's economy is still better after all this Chaos harass. But anyways, Chaos feels very good considering the matchup. I think Orks have a considerable advantage in this matchup until tier 2 and 5, and then they have the advantage after tier 3 as well. But somewhere in the tier 2.5 and tier 3, Chaos fights the Orks quite well with the help of Defilers, Chaos Marines with a Rhino, Bloaters, Grenades. They can destroy Orks very nicely. Also the Hell Talons can destroy the Ork banners. So somewhere in between tier 2.5 and tier 3, Chaos can deal very well with the Orks. But on tier 3 and tier 4, Orks start to even up again and even have the advantage. On tier 4, their looted tanks and Squiggoth just very strong. Also Nobs, of course, with all the upgrades. Strong in all matchups. Another engage from Chaos, used the grenades, killed a few Orks. Elamaunt had to use teleport and retreat. Armor upgrade on the way on the 6th minute, a bit late. 104 to 10. There is no second generator from elamaunt in this game for some reason. That's not usual from him. Let's have a look at the Chaos map control. It's extremely good, and the economy now is even better. 104 to 40. Also one critical location controlled. This turret was quite useless. Maniac better just upgraded this listening post instead of building this. It does not reach this point, but on tier 2, if Maniac will upgrade it, it will destroy this point easily. The turret with the upgrade. Elamaunt has now the armor upgrade, has a few Storm Boys, and he decided to engage. He surrounded the Chaos Lord, he tried to kill it. Let's take a closer look at this fight. Elamaunt can deal some damage now. He could focus this point and destroy it, instead of going for the Orks, or try and kill the Chaos Lord. Nice focus on the cultists here by the shooter boys. This squad will die. Chaos Lord is still alive, he runs behind that turret. Now he can also kill, yeah, Elamaunt also killed 2 heretics. Very nicely done with this attack from the Ork. He lost a few Orks as well, but he killed 2 heretics and 1 cultist squad. That's a good job. Still 104 to 10 economy from Ork. 10 energy, that's a bit low, I would say. Maniac is almost tier 2, but it's 8th minute, he should be. Elamaunt will hit tier 2 soon as well, needs 1 more banner. Honestly, I prefer watching with the Fog of War turned off. I mean when it's activated. I do not want to reveal it. Some visual bugs happen when you reveal this. The textures mess up sometimes. I like to see it from first person, like this. If I would observe, but the viewers request many times to reveal this, they want to see everything. Maybe, yeah, this is better for observer mode and recording. But I remember when I was learning from other players, I would just watch one side. For example, if I would watch some Necron players, I would turn off this Fog of War, like seeing the map only from the Necron side, and see everything what he is doing, how he reacts on when he sees what enemy units are out there. and how he adapts to the game. So if you're just a beginner and want to learn the game, I would advise you to watch the replays like this. Do not turn the fog of war on. It's not a good idea if you do want to learn the game, in my opinion at least. Now Maniac has the Defiler. Defilers are a nightmare for Orks. I remember playing as Ork against Maniac. I don't remember winning him with Orks. He just destroyed me on tier 2 and tier 2.5 and tier 3. I couldn't do anything. Strong attack from Chaos here again. The Orks melted down like... I don't know. Elamaunt lost all of his army. He lost this point, and this is pretty much game over. Big Mac will die too, and Elamaunt says GG and quits the game. So as I've said, on tier 2.5, Chaos just made a Defiler, added the bolters on these Chaos Marine squads. The DPS is insane when you have this Chaos army, and with a good timing attack you can destroy any enemy, especially if your enemy messes up. And elamaunt played more than half of the game with only 10 energy income. I'm not sure, this is not usual for elamaunt's playstyle. I think he will play differently in the next 2 games. Let's take a look at the stats. Let me check one thing. Okay, everything is recording well. So, we have some kind of domination from Blasphemer. He killed almost twice as much than Ork and destroyed 3 buildings, while Ork destroyed 0. He also had a bit more resources, not a big difference though. And on technology, it shows elamaunt as the winner because he had more reinforced units. But on unit upgrades and research count, they were the same score. Okay, let's proceed with the second game in this best of 3. Wait, we've actually watched the second game now. I started with a wrong replay. So this was the second game. Let's watch the first one now. On Battle Marshes.
Anything for the great powers.
At the top side, Blasphemer goes for 2 cultists, 2 heretics. At the bottom side, elamaunt with the boys' hut and the generator, 2 slugger boys. Well, at the beginning, most of the time you would see the same thing every game. And this is the standard. Shooter boy will capture this most likely. Chaos Marines on the way. So Maniac is doing in this game exactly what he did in the second. At least in the first minute. Chaos Marines, will they capture this or go here? Chaos Lord on the way. No generator yet.
Anything for the great powers. Whatever you desire.
Where's the fighting? Up yours! What do you want?
Something tells me the Chaos Marines will not decap this point. Elamaunt didn't have enough resources for some time to place the listening post, but now he has. I think Maniac didn't look here when he came with the Chaos Marines. He could have decapped the point. Big Mac is out. Now this Chaos Marines will have to retreat. Slugger boys checked this point. They wanted to decap. And now they will see the cultists here. Another Chaos Marine squad on the way, no generator being built by Chaos. And elamaunt goes also to capture this relic, or maybe not, he does not want to get trapped in this corner.
We can serve you. We are eager to capture this chaos.
We're under attack!
Now we have a different build order from elamaunt. In his first game he builds the second generator at the 3rd minute. That's much better than what he did in the second on Quest's Triumph.
Green is best. We are under attack.
Chaos map vision here, he controls all of his points.
Anything for the
On the
great
3rd minute also goes for the generator.
powers. We can serve
On the 4th actually.
We are eager to please.
Armory on the way. But economy for Chaos is still quite low. 68 to 10. Against 80 to 20 now for elamaunt and 2 more listening posts being upgraded. This is the usual and the standard I would expect from elamaunt. Most of the time he would play like this.
I'm working on something.
Pretty defensively in the first 5 minutes, upgrading economy as much as possible, while also trying to harass and deal some damage.
Green is best.
Please, no more kissing.
Sod off.
Pylo guns on the 4th minute,
Now belongs to the Orks.
plasma pistol for Chaos Lord on the way. And with the Chaos Marines, Blasphemer captures the critical location.
Our victory is assured.
Chaos Lord receiving plenty of damage from this squad with a big mech. But on tier 1.5 now that Orc doesn't have any upgrades, we'll have to retreat. Cultists with grenades, plasma, just kills Orcs too easily. Nice cancel of this critical location capture, but will this Slugger Boys squad survive? Oh, very nicely done. So this Chaos Marine wasted time here in vain all this time. They better went on this side earlier and maybe try to attack here and destroy this point. That would be a bit greedy though.
We're under attack.
What's it?
Another LP2 for Orks. Economy 110 to 20 for elamaunt. This is the kind of economy Orc needs in most of the 1v1 games, I would say.
Something fake.
You can play more aggressively with the Orcs, with a lower economy, more shooter boys,
Something fake.
but in my opinion that's much... it's more risky to play like that with Orcs. If your attack fails, you're dead.
Up yours.
But there were quite a few players who played like that. FZ Marty, for example, also known as Martefio. Most of the time he would play crazy aggressive and destroy his enemies until tier 2. A very good attack here from elamaunt, by the way. Killed the cultist squad. Tried to trap these Chaos Marines, but couldn't kill the squad. I think it's time for Orc to retreat. It's very bad to fight under a Chaos Listening Post, it deals very high damage. Elamaunt retreats. He still has very good map control and economy. 110 to 30, 45 banner on the way. I mean 45 work resources. And the fourth one also on the way. So he will be on tier 2. Armor upgrade almost ready, tier 2 almost ready for Maniac. Swords upgrade.
Hear the voices too?
Nice turret here, probably against to defend against the Storm Boys harassing this base. But he would also need to upgrade this listening post, in my opinion. Machine pit on the way. Custom gadgets research for the Big Mech. A very good upgrade. This is a must-have against Chaos. The Big Mech can jump and stun the Rhino transport or stun the Defiler. It also increases the vision range, if I'm not mistaken, and the detection range on the Big Mech. It seems like this listening post will be destroyed now. Chaos Army out of position. No Rhino out yet. These Chaos Marines, not sure what they are doing on that side. The Heretic also got killed and the listening post got destroyed. Bad luck for Maniac. 86 to 50. Enough resources for the Defiler. I mean, this economy is good enough to make a Defiler at least. It would be very helpful. But still quite low though. Elamaunt's map vision and control is very good. Wants to take also this critical location. Nice teleport inside the base, where it's safe. Tank boosters in the way, Nob squad out. The chopper research was done also. And another Chaos listening post will go down. Tank busters out.
Where's the fight? We get the job done fast. What to smash?
Some miscontrol here with the Storm Boys. Plenty of them got killed. Now Maniac, elamaunt I mean, wants to trap and destroy this Rhino. He just needs to focus it. But the tank boosters unfortunately switched the focus on the Chaos Marines instead of focusing the Rhino, so Maniac escapes easily, and he also has the Defiler now. Nice job with the Nobs, they are good for tanking the damage in here. Without the Nobs, I think this is my mistake that I made in this matchup. I almost never would make the Nobs. I would only have the Shoot Up Boys and Storm Boys until tier 2.5. But you need the Nobs in these matchups to tank the damage. They can also destroy the Chaos squads quite nicely. Very good unit. If you have it combined with the Shoot-Up Boys, it's very good. Now I can see. They're much more worse against Space Marines, but very good against Chaos. Seems like the Chaos Lord is dead. Another Defiler, the second one. 86 to 50 economy for Blasphemer. I don't think he has too many chances though. There are too many works here, 2 tank booster squads, big mecha alive, shooter boys, 2 storm boy squads and nobs. That's a huge amount of units. Too many works, and the map control is very high. The income is high and the map control is very good, I mean. And the second relic will be under elamaunt's control soon. So even on tier 2.5, work has good chances. On this map at least. Plenty of Chaos Marines got killed by the nobs. I think elamaunt should destroy this listening post, so he will be able to fight much more easily in this area. Come on, tank boosters, what are you focusing? For some reason elamaunt focuses the Chaos Marines instead of the Defiler with his tank boosters. That's very strange. Here we have the cultists with the detection, so maybe this is the reason elamaunt didn't want to go in and focus the Defilers. Blasphemer survives this work attack, but he lost this point. That's minus 18 in common requisition, this point alone. He lost also the Chaos Lord and plenty of Chaos Marines. So I would say that was a very good fight for Orc. He lost the big mech and the nobs, right? Yeah, there are no nobs. But it was worth it in my opinion. Tier 3 on the way for elamaunt. And big mech is on the way again. Very good economy. 140 to 40. And 74 to 54 maniac. Global upgrade for requisition very late on the way. I think elamaunt had it on the very early tier 2. The global upgrade for requisition. Most of the time he would make it quickly and then start massing units. And this is the right way to go, with works in my opinion. Make the global upgrade and all the LP2s as soon as possible. Then you go fight. If you start the fight with low economy, again you will regret it. Once you start the fight with your works, you will have to constantly invest in them, you have to reinforce them. You will need a very good income on requisition. And without the global upgrades, without LP2s, it will be a big problem. Too many works in here, they are just too strong at this point. They don't even care about this Defiler. Nice job here with the Storm Boys. It would seem stupid at first look. They fight the Defiler in close combat, but it's good because if the Defiler fights in close combat, he cannot shoot. He can't use his artillery weapon. So sometimes it's good to have a free Slugger Boy squad around and go and tie up the Defiler, so he cannot focus your units from the distance. That's a good trick. Another Defiler here. Distracted all of elamaunt's army. He went back with all of his army, mostly because of this thing here. He would have an easy fight if he just kept fighting on this side. Look how many works. Now the war boss is out. War truck will be out soon, and a vehicle speed boost research. Cheap and good upgrade for vehicles, for the war trucks and war tracks. They move very fast with the speed boosting activated. Mad Ducks on the way. Knobs upgrade, the second one. And another destruction on this side from Blasphemer. This is very annoying when you go on his side and he goes on yours. He understands he will lose the fight in here, so he has to do some kind of base trade. But it's not even a base trade, it was just a distraction trying to get some of Elamaunt's army back here. But it didn't work this time. So Blasphemer goes back, he will need those Chaos Marines here. That's a very good job right here with a war truck and 2 tank booster squads. You will need some resources for this, but it's very good against vehicles. A war truck with 2 tank boosters infiltrated. You can get quickly nearby the vehicles and destroy them. And with the help of Big Mac's ability, you can even stun the vehicles. And since the tank boosters do not have too much HP, it's good to have them inside a war truck. When there is a threat, you just put them inside and go back. More and more upgrades from Orks. The listening post got rebuilt and upgraded. The fight here continues. Both Ork leaders are alive, the Big Mac and the War Boss. And the Killaken was made. The Killaken is good to be used against the Defilers. It's very resistant, it has lots of HP. Even though the Defiler has more HP, I think the Killaken will destroy a Defiler. Yeah, look at the difference of close combat damage. Killaken can deal up to 700 damage in close combat, while the Defiler 370. GG got called by Maniac. A very intense game. And huge pressure from elamaunt on 2 sides on the end. Well, I don't even know what Chaos could have done better. Maybe focus on a better economy. I think Maniac learned from this game and he played differently. In the second one, as you've seen on the quest's Triumph, Maniac had a much better economy. He upgraded the listening posts, he had more upgraded listening posts, a better economy. But elamaunt in the second game also played differently, not like in this one. So it's hard to tell. Yeah, tier 3 here, with very good economy in the end and a fighter bomber on the way. A very tough game for Chaos. Still, more Orks were killed by Chaos Marines. Only 87 Chaos units destroyed by Orks, but 12 buildings. Chaos lost 12 buildings. I don't even know what were those. Mostly listening posts and generators, I think, when Ork harassed and attacked Chaos base. Let's jump into the third game. It's the longest one. It's around 40 minutes long. On Meeting of Minds. Orks also had quite long games against Maniac in this matchup. Orks works against Maniac's Chaos. I remember they had a lot of games, long ones. And I think that's mostly thanks to Maniac's Chaos skills at defending and knowing what to do in many situations. He never gives up. On the left hand side we have elamaunt with Orks, 2 Slugger Boys out, Big Mac on the way, no Shooter Boys. That's strange, on this map no Shooter Boys. I do not understand elamaunt's choice. I really don't understand this. So many points and he doesn't make the Shooter Boys. It would have been perfect to make a Shooter Boy squad and capture this point quickly. Well, his choice. I don't even know why Big Mac first. What will he do? No idea. On the right side, Blasphemer went for also 2 cultists. No 3 cultists from Blasphemer in any of these games. He also probably will focus on economy in this third game. Well, Meeting of Minds is very good for economy boom. Because you can defend very well with almost any race. Where is the Big Mac? Where is it? Oh, he's on the Chaos side. Maybe elamaunt wanted to make the Big Mac faster, to go in the Chaos base and kill some heretics. Maybe. But again, this is a bit risky, you never know, will you find those heretics or not? That's a lot of guesswork. Two LP2s upgraded from Ork. And the same from Blasphemer, he upgraded this one. And another one being upgraded now. 80 to 10 for Chaos against 92 to 10. Orks economy a bit better. But that's normal. I wouldn't name this an advantage for Ork. It's normal for them to have higher economy than other races. Simply because they will need plenty of requisition to reinforce their units. Chaos lost 1 Marine in here, while elamaunt lost 3 Shooter Boys. And now got killed. Now he lost another one. And the Shooter Boys is 35 requisition. Another one will die. That's why Ork needs higher income on requisition. The second squad of Shooter Boys will be out soon. Plasma pistol. For the Chaos Lord, this is a perfect option at this stage. Grenades on the cultists, as always. That's what will Blasphemer do. In most matchups, he will make these cultists with the grenades. They can destroy infantry very well. Infantry without upgrades gets slaughtered by these cultists from a pretty decent distance. It's like a boy squad got caught in this corner and killed. Aspiring champions were added. Time for Orc to retreat. He will lose even more shooter boys now.
What is your wish?
128 to 30. Now that's a that's an advantage in economy for Orc, for sure. That's now quite a big difference. But Orc can get an even higher economy now after he will make the global upgrade. Needs 2 more banners. And I'm pretty sure elamaunt will do the global upgrade very quickly. Armor for Orc ready. 2 shooter boy squads with the big shooters, and the Storm boys will manage to fight this Chaos army for some time. The problem is that Chaos units are in the heavy cover. Tier 2 almost up for Chaos. The 3rd Chaos Marine squad was made. Still 97 to 40 economy. That's not too good for this map. Maniac could have upgraded these 3 points earlier. He had enough energy for that. But he didn't for some reason. I think this should have been done while he went tier 2. Now he's floating on energy. It's never good to float.
We need enemies.
134 to 30. Tier 2 banner is up. Let's see if elamaunt will make the global upgrade. That's right. He hits tier 2 and goes for the global upgrade right away. Even if his economy is very good.
We get the job done fast. You need something fixed.
With Orcs you need plenty of requisition. The knobs on the way. Only the knobs reinforcement requires plenty of resources, especially while in fight. Same for the Storm boys. If you want to do some harass with the Storm boys, you will need to reinforce them. Not too much action now. Rhino with the Chaos Marines is out. And the pain will begin here for Orc. He doesn't have anti-vehicle. Where are the tank boosters? No tank boosters for elamaunt. And this is a pain. How will he stop this now? I mean, he can fight if he catches them, but it's not easy to catch a Rhino. Seems like the pile of guns will also go down. Yeah, it got destroyed. 3 Chaos Marine squads. The knobs got stuck for some reason. Oh, that was the shooter boy actually. The Nob squad got killed. Very unexpected. For elamaunt. He is losing everything. He lost the Nobs, a Big Mac is very low HP. And one shooter boy squad is almost dead. And only 3 Chaos Marines did all that. There's still many Orks alive, but oh, Chaos Lord got killed, that's good. Storm boys will die. And elamaunt keeps fighting. He does not want to give up. It seemed like he would lose this fight. It seemed. The Defiler now is out. One more Gretchen squad. Look at this float. What in the world?
No more kissing.
You just need 2 more banners. This one and 1 more.
I'm not doing anything.
And elamaunt can go tier 3. What does Chaos have?
Whatever you desire.
Still 3 squads alive of Chaos Marines. The Defiler Rhino was remade.
Enemies of the dark gods, beware!
Sorcerer. Still this point's not upgraded. 122 to 50 economy. Mega armored Nobs from elamaunt. Nice place in here for shooter boys with a Big Mac in the heavy cover. But this Defiler forces them to move back a bit. What a pain these rhinos are. Elamaunt recovered his army. Even if he didn't lose it all, he reinforced it a lot. So many Storm boys. Will he manage to catch this rhino? What is this? That's why you need a war truck with 2 tank booster squads against things like this. So annoying. It's still alive, this rhino. Just focus and destroy it, please. Finally got destroyed. Now go and focus the Defiler with the tank boosters. At this point in time I hate Chaos so much. I mean at tier 2.5. It's so hard to kill them. The DPS is just way too high. And these Chaos Marines don't even want to die. These Orks have no chances against 3 squads of Chaos Marines and 2 Defilers. Elamaunt has to retreat, obviously. Tier 3 almost up for Blasphemer. He manages with these Orks very nicely. Two Defilers, 3 Chaos Marine squads. And you can defend very well against a full tier 2.5 Orc army.
Let's get back into it. We're ready.
Again, it seems like Chaos gains advantage in strength. Elamaunt has to keep the reinforce, the Overwatch activated.
Where's the fight?
161 to 40 and still not enough requisition, as you can see. No float whatsoever.
If we leg it, we can fight it.
He just needs all these resources to reinforce his army. Finally, a stun on the Defiler. Will it get destroyed? Got focused, but no, it won't get destroyed, it survives. Bad fight here for Orc, obviously. I'm not sure why he's fighting. This is just a bad fight for Orc. It's okay to fight somewhere in this area while not under the focus of all this, and especially when there are two Defilers alive. Not good to fight for Orc. It would be okay if he destroyed at least this Defiler. Otherwise, Orc just loses too much. Let's see what Chaos has. Infiltration on the Chaos Marines. Defiler is alive. Chaos Lord was made. Again. Obliterators on the way. Will he make the possessed Chaos Marines? That would be such a nightmare for Orc. If those possessed Chaos Marines would go and destroy the banners, it would be crazy. Demon was made by Blasphemer. Also very good unit against Orcs. When there are no flash gates, you cannot kill this. I just don't know how. Without the flash gates and some knobs, very hard to stop. So, Orc cannot do anything against this, as you can see. He tried a lot of times to kill Chaos, he couldn't. On tier 2.5 to tier 3, it's just way too hard to destroy Chaos. I think the matchup is quite close at this point in time. Maybe even in Chaos advantage.
Bless us, great one.
Because Chaos army is much more cost effective. While Orcs die like flies. Somehow the Demon Prince lost half HP. I wonder what dealt so much damage to this Demon Prince. Elamaunt's trying to push back these Chaos forces. It won't be easy though. And again, it's bad for Orc to fight in this area. Look how many... Only these listening posts and these turrets killed plenty of Orcs. And a lot of Orcs died. Just not worth it, this attack. Now the Storm Boy is dying, trying to kill these Obliterators. Elamaunt is doing worse. Demon Prince kills the big mech. Knobs. Oh, he teleported. He had the teleportation ability for a few seconds after the big mech died, and you still can use it. And another leader will get killed by the Demon Prince. War Boss melts down easily. Just watching this from Chaos side to see how much damage can they deal to the Orks in a few seconds. It's hard for Chaos in the early game in this matchup, but later on they feel quite good, I would say. And if Orc does not have good experience, I think Chaos would have advantage. It's very hard to stop this. What the hell, the Demon Prince is still alive, destroyed this listening post. Storm Boys should harass something. There is a minefield in here, so they won't be able to destroy this point. Come on, destroy this Demon Prince already. So many things shooting at it, and knobs, and it only received... I'm not sure how much damage, but not much. Oh, nice disruption. And an ability. 3 defilers. Why is elamaunt fighting in here? I don't know. I think he needs some vehicles. Maybe some war tracks or a killer can. He needs those to tank some damage. What a crazy fight. And we're a bit past half of the game. LP3. Now that will be even more difficult to fight in this area. What an intense game. 147 to 61 economy for elamaunt against 153 to 74 for Chaos. Both players with very good economies. Both of them are playing very well. None of them even trying to give up. And that's good. Now that's a good decision to destroy this point here and even decap this. Would be great if he decapped. Chaos Lord out again, Demon Prince upgrade on the way, Defilers up. Not too much Chaos Army though. 2 squads of Chaos Space Marines are alive. Obliterators. No possessed Chaos Marines in this game yet. He doesn't have the circle. Not sure how is that called, Chaos Circle or something. Another strong attack from Orc on this side. Where's that bomb? Oh, it was placed nearby the listening post. Dealt some damage to it. 3 defilers, so hard to stop. Where are the Chaos Marines? Right here. At the 25th minute, the mech shop was built. And this case Marines with plasma destroying work buildings. Good job. That's crazy destruction for elamaunt. Still good map vision for work. Only slightly better than chaos vision. And the economy quite close for both players. I think elamaunt's biggest mistake in this game is that he's trying to always attack the work for some reason. He is being aggressive and I don't know why he just does not defend like Chaos does. Just focus on technology, get that squiggoth out, and then you can go and start being aggressive. It's very hard to fight Chaos while he's defending. Now with 4 defilers. In my opinion, it would be just better to defend for work. Just defend the base, defend the points, defend everything, and get tier 4. And on tier 4 it will be easier to fight Chaos. That's for sure. Again, elamaunt going into Chaos base, why? He won't stand this game, but he doesn't have tier 4. It won't be possible to destroy this Chaos with tier 3 work. Maybe with 100 work population it would be possible, that there are 60. Two nob squads fully reinforced, mega armored nobs fully reinforced, 2 squads of tank boosters. Maybe that army would be a bit okay for trying to end the game, but this one is not enough. That's why he will need tier 4. So many attempts to destroy Chaos, but it won't work. Just look at that defiler damage. Yes, this army looks very strong, but it's mostly an illusion. Nice stun here on the defilers. Now that was a very good move in here from elamaunt. Only if he started all of his engagements like this, trying to focus on the defilers and then the rest of the army. Looks better now for work. Chaos Predator out. And 3 defilers. Yeah, elamaunt has to retreat again. Again he only destroyed 1 listening post in this fight. And 1 defiler. And finally he's going tier 4. He understands he needs this tier 4. Nice focus on the defiler with the tank boosters. Mad Duck with the juice activated on him. Will he place the bomb? He could try, but he gets disrupted by the defilers. And again, this engagement from elamaunt wasn't a good idea. Look at these works, they get slowed down and killed. Another graveyard of works, dead. Chaos Predator with tier 4 weapons.
Wolf overtaking me. It is a good pain.
110 to 59 economy for Chaos. Good fight and good knowledge of the matchup, especially from Blasphemer. He has a lot of experience in this matchup. He played a lot with Oxo's Works, so he knows what to do. Big Mac is dead here. Another work fight. And I'm not sure if that was a good idea. To get so close into the Chaos base again without a tier 4 unit, without the Squiggoth and a looted tank. There's no even Squiggoth on the way, 108 economy. 107 now for Chaos and 113 for Orks. Let's take a look at the Orc map vision. He controls this middle critical location. As you can see, every time Orc is trying to fight Chaos, even now, he doesn't really have any chance to win. He needs those tier 4 units. And I would be surprised if he'd manage to win without the Squiggoth or any looted tanks. 4 defilers. The work infantry is just useless against 4 defilers. 3 Slugger boys, maybe they will help to distract Chaos a bit. Where will they go? Nice job from the war boss, but he trades his life. Killed a few obliterators. And again elamaunt engages. A looted tank finally is out. The work life will get easier probably. And we also have tier 4, a Bloodthirster from Maniac. Will be up soon. And that Bloodthirster can get to work base, jump in there and destroy many banners. I'm not sure why Maniac didn't make a Hell Talon or 2 and try to harass work base with them. Bloodthirster is ready to get summoned. No Squiggoth yet on the way, but 2 looted Lemon Rust tanks. These vehicles will help a lot. From a great distance they can focus the defilers. Let's see another crazy fight in here. This game is crazy. It's full of action non-stop for about 30 minutes. Maybe even more. As I said, the Bloodthirster jumped into the Orc base and from 2 hits destroyed a banner. Everything focuses on this beast. Lost some HP. Warboss is quite good to fight them, but he would lose, of course. Warboss, Big Mech and Mega Armored Nobs could be good against this Bloodthirster. Why did the Maniac jump in here? I don't know now. Oh, he wants to destroy the mech shop. He sees that the mech shop is producing something. He doesn't want to fight that Squiggoth. He will manage to destroy the mech shop. Maybe. But even if he dies, these looted lemon rust tanks are still alive. That means work is safe. Still, Chaos Army is very strong. 3 Defilers, Chaos Predator infiltrated, Chaos Marines, Sorcerer. Keeps the Orc closed into his base for a while. 102 to 43 economy for Chaos makes the demonic fire, but he doesn't have the possessed Chaos Marines yet. I think this also was a mistake from Chaos not making those possessed Chaos Marines the economy on this map allows to make them, in my opinion. And they can be helpful again at harassing Orcs base. This game could be different with the possessed Chaos Marines in action. But I've noticed that Maniac mostly focused on ranged combat units. Defilers, Obliterators, Chaos Marines, all of them ranged. And also pretty defensive play style. Elamaunt tried to be more aggressive, but it didn't work for him. Most of the fights weren't in his favor, and were not cost effective at all for him. Almost on the 40th minute, possessed Chaos Marines are out. I can see now how Chaos struggles to destroy these looted Lemon Rust tanks. That's when the Orcs start gaining an advantage in the late tier 4 game. Not over yet, but it will be over soon, in about 2 or 3 minutes. Some float now, both of the players are dead, tired at this point in time. This game alone, 40 minutes long. And they had a whole day ahead to play in the tournament. Good job with these lemon looted tanks, focusing the Defiler. And Chaos starts to melt down. He loses most of his units. And his economy 94 to 47 gets lower and lower. The later you go into the game, the lower economy becomes. As you can see, this red dots means that the listening posts and the strategic points gives less and less economy over time. So building more strongholds can help. GG gets called by Blasphemer. There was the Skugath on the way. And yeah, Orc wins. A hard fight for both players. In my opinion, it was elamaunt's fault that this game got so long. He wasn't patient enough. He tried to be aggressive many times. We've seen many attacks from Orc in these areas that didn't end well for him. Plenty of resources wasted. Instead of going for tier 4, elamaunt kept attacking, being aggressive, investing in his army a lot, and without any success. Chaos army just fought those Orcs easily. But in the end, Orc wins with a tier 4. Let's take a look at the stats. 478 Orcs killed by Chaos. That's a lot of Orcs, just what I said now. So many Orcs got killed while elamaunt was engaging. Each time elamaunt engaged, he lost tens and hundreds of Orcs. The game was non-stop, 40 minutes and 1 second. And 248 Chaos units killed. Both players were aggressive, but Orc was more aggressive. He lost much more Orcs because of his aggression. And Blasphemer destroyed more buildings also. On resources was very close. And on technology, much more reinforced units from elamaunt, so it shows for him a higher total score, but we can see on the research count and unit upgrades, Chaos was ahead in technology. That's it with this best of 3. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your feedback below the video. Let me know what do you think. If you do want to see more games from this tournament, subscribe if you're new. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.